This is the brief on morality, international law, and the new global order. So this analysis from JTV really challenges us to ditch flawed legal procedures and completely re-examine the historical narrative around Israel's founding in 1948. The argument is pretty straightforward. Moral truth has to supersede international law. So what's the big idea here? Well, it really boils down to three core claims about global power and justice. First up, the piece argues that international law is, well, basically a fiction right now. The thinking is that its moral authority is totally shot because of selective enforcement. You have institutions like the UN that condemn Israel far more than oppressive regimes like Iran or China. So the author's point is that critics are confusing what's legal with what's actually moral. Second, the argument goes deeper, saying not all global superpowers are morally equal. If power has to exist, the US is presented as the better leader because its founding worldview, what the source calls biblical Torah morality, says rights are endowed by God, not the state. This is why the US should act decisively, even if it ignores what the source calls hollow legalism. And finally, the analysis completely flips the script on Israel's establishment in 1948 and the event known as the Nakba. It says the traditional story is inverted. This wasn't Israel aggressively seizing territory. It was a defensive response to Arab leaders who waged a genocidal war long before the state even existed. Ultimately, it compels you to ask if international law is actually serving justice or just protecting corrupt regimes.